Hello, everyone. Hello, Lingru. Hello, Tianqi. Today, we'll continue to talk about the charm of Qinghua.
Professor Qiu, can you introduce the characteristics of blue and white porcelain in the early Ming Dynasty?
During the Yongle and Xuande periods in early Ming Dynasty, the bodies and the glazes produced by the imperial kings were much more improved from before. The body was fine and white with a touch of pale blue-green. The glaze was thick and full bodies, glistening with shine, and the Qinghua's blue color was intense. Those were the common features of porcelain in this time period.
What are the characteristics of blue and white porcelain in the mid-Ming Dynasty?
By mid-Ming, the artisans of Jingdezheng transferred Chinese ink painting created by the literati directly onto the bodies of porcelain as decoration. This act largely enriched Qinghua porcelain's forms of expression, since Qinghua porcelain uses underglazed painting. The images were directly applied onto the unfined and water-absorbent clay body. This way, the true meaning of a literati painting, the ink wash effect, was fully realized.
Professor Qiu, as far as I know, before this, only decorative patterns were used to enrich porcelain ware. Now that the painting on porcelain was available, many wares were glazed by purchasers that were called the transcendent ones. These were people depicted in the painting showing their transcendental characters by either walking amidst high mountains and clouds, or feeling at ease and content. Such an attitude towards life appeared to the literati and recluse. These paintings were usually rather impressionistic and did not focus on accuracy of shape and form. A few silk and canvas mainly constitute the image of figure, with certain highlighted spots that brought out the essence of the image. Sometimes these figures were blended in with background. Thus, the man and nature became one.
You are right. Aside from paintings depicting lives of the literati and recluse, there were also many images of immortal and Taoists, who appeared more expressive and dominating. In the painting's backgrounds, one can find images of traditional Chinese buildings or landscape shrouded in heavy aura.
What is the difference between the figure paintings on the blue and white porcelain of the Middle Ming Dynasty and those on the blue and white porcelain of the Yuan Dynasty?
Early Yuan Qinghua had illustrations that were very much influenced by prints which had a stringent type of brushwork. Subject matter-wise, Yuan Qinghua illustrations took its themes from stories of Yuan, drama or novels, with a strong sense of plot and were suitable for the common people. On the other hand, Qinghua portraits and paintings during the mid-Ming were influenced by the literati style. Its subject matters told of the lifestyles of the literati and the Taoists in a stylish and free manner, with a high sense of transcendence sought by the literati.
What improvements did the blue and white porcelain develop from the Ming Dynasty to the Kangxi period of the Qing Dynasty?
The quality of Qinghua porcelain from the Ming to the Qing Dynasty has reached a new height in the time of Emperor Kangxi. The typical Qinghua porcelain used blue coloring of mostly domestic origins from Zhejiang province. Since Qinghua adopted the new technique of calcination, it had very bright colors and the feeling of jade. In the mid-Ming Dynasty, the older technique could only produce a dark and light color. However, by the Kangxi period in order to show smooth transitions from darks to lights. 5 shades in the coloring material were created. The pigments would be placed in individual bowls and used separately and never mixed, according to the needs during the painting process. The separated shades were applied to the appropriate areas of lights and darks. For this special feature, the Kangxi Qinghua was also known as Qinghua Wucai. However, by the end of Kangxi's reign during the Qing dynasty, with developments in Wucai porcelain and the Fencai porcelain, which followed during
Yongzhen's reign,
Qinghua porcelain, production began to thin out from imperial kings. However, among the masses, Qinghua porcelain was there to stay. Its speediness in production, rich decorative methods, and refreshing colors gave it long-lasting favors from the people. Until this very day, Qinghua porcelain is still an important object in porcelain for daily use.
Thank you, Professor Chu, for explaining the knowledge for us today.
That's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.